Okay, I am here with Farah Alvin. Hi, you were excellent today in this nymph show. You want to talk about it?
Sure. The show's called Date of a Lifetime, and it's a two-person musical about two people named Katie and Marvin who meet on a speed date and imagine what their entire life, in the short little period that they have in the speed date, imagine what their entire life will be like together.
Right. And it was very, very, very good music.
Oh yeah, I have a great time with the music. The composer is a guy named Robert Baumgardner, and it's really good, catchy, fun pop music.
Yes. It was really very creative and just adorable.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, the other writer, the book and lyricist is a guy named Carl Kissen, and he is one of the sort of foremost guys in the improv world. He's been teaching at Chicago City Limits for years and years.
Oh.
So we had a constantly evolving script because his mind is constantly changing, constantly moving. So we had, he's used to dealing with things on this, very quick improv basis. So we had lots of rewrites, but it was good. It was good. We eventually finally found a cohesive thing, but it's very funny and fresh and fast.
Absolutely. I love that song, The Roller Coaster. That was very catchy.
Thanks. Yeah. That's sort of my character Katie is sort of her first big song on her own. Well, that's second, I guess, but it's a good, sweet, hooky kind of song. It sort of becomes her theme song a little bit.
Yeah, it's great. Well, you have a really nice voice.
Thank you.
And I've admired your work for a very long time, since I Love You Because
Yeah,
a long
thanks. I
time
feel like
ago.
that's maybe when I first met you.
Yes, absolutely. So fantastic. And you've been involved with the show, it evolved for years?
Well, not quite years. They did this show. The show actually first began as a monologue that Carl, the writer, did on his own. Then it turned in, I think, to a one-person musical, and then someone asked them if they could develop it into a 15-minute musical, which they did with two people, but I wasn't involved with. And then last December, Ken Davenport has this reading series that he does, and he'd never done a musical before. And that's our director, Jeremy Jones.
Oh, okay.
Well, his name was just about to say, which was Jeremy became attached to the project through the Davenport Theatricals reading, and called and said, "I have a project that I think will be really good for us to do." And so we did a reading of it in December, and worked on it, developed it, and then wound up being in festival this year. So
that's great. Well, I think it's really good. I think you have a really good shot at being one of the good, top musicals of the season.
Thank you. I sure hope so. And if you get the chance to come see it, we have, I think, 5 more shows. We added an additional show because we were selling really well. And you can go to dateofalifetime.com or to nymph.org, nymf.org, and find tickets to the show. And if you have a very big balance in your checkbook and you'd like to make a donation, I think we also have a Kickstarter campaign to try and take this show further and do more with it.
I think that it really should. I mean, it's an excellent show.
Thanks. Yeah,
There's a lot of promise.
Thanks. I think it's commercial and it's fun, and it's something. It's a sweet romantic comedy that anybody can relate to, and sort of two nerds falling in love, so there's something for everybody.
And anyone who wants to, it could be good for even groups, for single dating groups.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Have a night out at this, sort of I think I Love You Because did that a while ago.
We did do, I Love You Because did a singles dating night kind of thing. It was sort of I think we did cocktails afterwards or something. So that'd be great. Anybody that's got that stuff set up, we're ready to go.
Okay, sounds great. Thanks, Farah. And one other question for you, after this, what do you want to do next?
Well, I don't know. I have a couple of things on that are scheduled already. I do a lot of concerts with symphonies around the country, so I have some symphony concerts coming up. A 60s show I'm doing with the Naples, Florida Symphony Orchestra, and a 50s show I'm doing with the Jacksonville Symphony. And,
nice.
A bunch of stuff going into the spring, but I'm working also on this really beautiful, totally different from this show called Sycamore Trees that's by Ricky Ian Gordon that I did a production of at the Signature Theater in DC last year. It's directed by Tina Landau, and we're doing a reading of that in town next month. So
well, how do people get tickets to that?
I don't know. It may not be open to the public, but keep your eyes open for Sycamore Trees. We're hoping to develop it with Playwrights Horizons, and that's who's producing the reading. I'm not sure if the reading is open to the public, but if it's not, then it's a really beautiful show that hopefully will be somewhere in the off-Broadway season in the next year.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
All right, well, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.